So hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're going to get into ranking all my luxury highlighters. So I have about 16 luxury highlighters. That doesn't include my highlighter palettes, but I thought it'd be fun to go through and talk about the ones I like as opposed to the ones I don't like, as far as formulas go, as far as colors go, and things of that nature. So I figured we could get into it. So don't be alarmed, my eye look is going to change around highlighter number 13. It's because I filmed this intro going on the third time now. The new mic I have for some reason doesn't want to cooperate with the camera I have. So I need to figure that out. But I'm like, it's like 1 in the morning, so I'm not going to keep sitting here doing the same thing over and over again and change my eye look back just so it can flow with the rest of the video. So you're going to get what you get because it's 1 in the morning and this is the third time I had to redo this intro. Anyway, so let's get started. The brand that is on the lowest brand for me was definitely this brand, but I mean, I'm not surprised. They don't really try to be inclusive when it comes to people that look like me, and they're finally being called out about it. It took long enough, so I'm not surprised that it's not working for me, for the simple fact that they don't really have a color for me and they just don't care. Anyway, the brand is Hourglass. I bought this from a Posher on Poshmark, who is a YouTuber or like an Instagram or something like that, because she always has a whole bunch of makeup. It's always dirt cheap. Anyway, I was not impressed with the formula of this. It's a little too light for my liking, as far as like, you know, the beaming highlight that it gives. I feel like the highlight it gives is not up to my speed and my caliber, so I'm personally not a fan of it. Plus, I wasn't that impressed by the formula, and I feel like people always rave about how nice the formula powders is. And I have one of their palettes that I got for like dirt cheap to try out, and the powders in there were nice. I don't know, it's something about this highlighter just wasn't impressing to me. It's probably the shade of it too, but even with that, like, wasn't impressed with the formula. And when I put it with the one that did work better for my skin tone, I still wasn't impressed. I mean, I don't know. People make it seem like their powders are so great, but it's like, from what I tried, I wasn't impressed. But you know, they don't make whole face palettes for me, so I wouldn't know. Next, I hate to do this. I love this brand. This is one of my most watched like brand videos as a whole, and it's Mother Pat. But y'all know I told y'all I was not feeling this champagne gold highlighter that she came out with during the holiday. I don't feel like it works well for people with my skin tone. I feel like it gives you like that icy look, and it has a little bit of ash to it. So I was totally disappointed by this. The packaging is amazing. The presentation is wonderful, but it's like I didn't like the formula of this that well, and then the color didn't work that well for me either. So I'm so glad she came out with the Divine Rose, which of course obviously is higher up in this video because it works way better for people with my skin tone, and this ain't it. Okay, so the last one I have to talk about, number 14, is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. So I wasn't impressed with this highlighter that much. It is a nice presentation, nice packaging, a nice formula. It's just I wasn't that impressed by the color. And when you have like 13 other highlighters to choose from, it's not going to be like all that to me. So I have a highlighter from her I like better, and she came out with holiday of 2019, I believe it was, and I put that one higher up. And the same with Charlotte, same within the Pat McGrath highlighter. The Divine Rose is higher up because I just feel like those formulas look better and they work better for people with my skin tone. So from here on out, they're going to be highlighters that I genuinely like. It's just more of the colors might not be as good as other ones that are higher up on the list. But all the formulas I like, and all the colors work halfway decent. Some colors just work better than others, and that's why they get put higher where they are. So okay, let's get over there. Okay, so now we'll get on to number 13. So from 13 on, I really like these. It's just more of the colors I feel like don't necessarily work for my skin tone as well as other colors do. So number 13 is the first Dior Backstage Face Palette. Now I know these are considered palettes, but I just put them in the individual highlighter category because, you know, I feel like they're such small palettes to like, you saw how big the Charlotte Tilbury one was. So I'm like, if it can be a whole face palette and be the size of a regular highlighter, I'm going to just include it in here. So that's why they're getting included here. But this is the very first one. Obviously, this one isn't doing too much for me. So that's why I put it as low as I did. Because you got to think, this pink one might be a blush topper, but it'll be quite icy. This one is supposed to be the bronzer. Sorry, that's supposed to be the blush for somebody else. It's probably like a highlighter for me. I have a million goals because everybody likes to make goals for people with my skin tone, even though I'm not all about the gold life. So I got this just to like round out my Dior collection, because at the end of the day I do really like their highlighter formula. So you're going to see a lot of them throughout this video because they're the highlighter I own the most of out of all the luxury highlighters. So anyway, this is number 13. Then I got another Dior one that is number 12. So this is number 12 just because this is more of a blush topper for me instead of actually highlighter palette. There's only, I think, one I like to use in here as a highlighter, and I think that's the one that's trying to fall out because all of them had stuff trying to fall out. That's why you keep seeing my hand underneath it. But this one right here, I think it's the one that tries to fall out. This one I use as a blush topper on occasion, and the other ones I just feel like are too icy, so I'd probably put them as inner corner highlights or something like that, just because I feel like, what else am I going to use them for? But if you all remember, I did a whole dedicated video to all of these that came out during the holidays. I'll try to remember to link that above as well. I have videos on the majority of these already, so shouldn't be difficult. But the formula on the Dior highlighters is just simply beautiful. They are one of my favorite highlighter formulas of all time for sure. So the next one I have is, this is Glitz number 2, and the other one was, sorry, I should probably tell y'all the names of these. And the other one is Rose Gold number 4, and then the very first one I showed you all is the universal one, even though it's not universal for everyone, but I digress. The Pat McGrath one was called Champagne Gold. So now we got all that out the way. This is the one that Mel Thompson really likes. I think she always hits pan on this shade right here, this peachy shade. I like to use that sometimes, but I have to mix it in with something else because obviously it'll look quite icy on me if it looks perfect on her, because our skin tones are two very different colors. So this is what all the colors look like though. I feel like this one works a little bit better for people my skin tone, because we could use this like goldish peachy one, I guess. And then we could use this one right here. And we could use this as a blush topper perhaps, and that one just as an inner corner, or mixing it with the golden one at the top. So I feel like they did a little bit better when it came to this one, but since they have all the other new ones they have, that's why this one is falling a little higher than the other ones, but it's still not, you know, like up there with the rest of the stuff that you're about to see. Crap, I don't even know what number we're on anymore. Do y'all know? I think we're in the top 10. Let me see. Yep, we at the top 10 now. So number 10 is going to be, let me see, where is it? Number 10 is the Marc Jacobs Goody highlighter. Now, I really love this highlighter. I feel like it is a wonderful highlighter. As you can see, I have a little dent in it going on. This is the good formula. I heard he kept changing the formula on it, which made people not buy the holiday one that came out, because you know what the formula was going to be like. I never knew he changed the formula. I just bought the very first one he came out with it. I saw in this packaging, which was this one, and the formula on this one is amazing. But I heard when he came out with the ones in the black container, the formula wasn't the same. I'm sorry, Adriangameover's in here constantly moving around and moving things, even though he has his own room. So anyway, like I was saying, this one, the formula is really good, but I heard on the black one the formula wasn't that great, which made people not really want to try out the cherry one, which is why you keep seeing it on the clearance rack. I don't know what's going on with Marc Jacobs as a general rule, because everything is on the clearance rack right now, and I'm like, you trying to tell us something, Marc? Is it not working out the way you thought it was? I just want to know. But I really like this highlighter right here, and that is why it is number 10. So number 9 is another Charlotte Tilbury one. Remember I told you all I like this holiday highlighter better. This is the Magic Star highlighter. I feel like this one is much better tone for me. This is more of that like peachy gold highlighter that I like to use on my skin tone. Those are the highlights I really like. I like peachy gold highlighters that work well with my undertone, because if it has to be gold, I want the peachy goldness to it, or I want a really bronzy S type shade. So this one works a whole lot better for me, which is why I like this one better. Now, it's not nearly as big as the other one. I think these all are about like the same price, or if I remember correctly, this one was $45 and that other one is $55. So, but this color is just simply gorgeous. I probably should swatch them all on my arm as I went along, but I didn't think about it until now, so it's kind of late. Anyway, that's number 9. Number 8, we have the new Pat McGrath highlighter, Divine Rose, until the 3rd highlighter that comes out with the blush collection, which I am super excited about, and I'm sure everyone else is too, because how long have we been begging Mother for blush, honey? Just like the last 2 Rose collections is when we've been begging for it. So we're finally getting it, but this has that peach shifting glow that I was talking about. I feel like it has rose and peach and pink and gold all rolled into one with this highlighter, and it is a beautiful formula. So I think she definitely made up for that first one that I showed you all that was like almost dead last, number 15 out of the 16 I own. This formula is beautiful. I'm hoping the new formula is more of like that Marc Jacobs Glitty highlighter formula though, because I really like that formula, and I feel like it would go beautiful with this shade. With this shade, that shade, and the Charlotte Tilbury shade I just showed you are all about similar shades. So I have a type of highlighter as anyone else does, and that's just usually my preference. I like a bronzy highlight or like a peachy gold highlight. So the next one I'm going to show you is a peachy gold highlight too, but this is the Dior in the individual ones. So this is Dior Skin Luminizer Glow Vibes. This is Coral Vibes. This is from their, I think, summer collection of last year. And look at this gorgeous shade. Look at that. These are the type of highlighters that I love to use. Like, it reminds me, if you want a drugstore version of this highlighter, I would say Bali from Ofra would be a good alternative for you. The one that is a excellent alternative for you, they don't make anymore, it was Knockout by Puma and Maybelline. That one looks exactly like this shade, and then Marc Jacobs Glitty highlighter, like they look exactly the same. But yeah, so this is a gorgeous highlighter, and the formula is amazing because Dior just knows how to make amazing highlights. My favorite luxury makeup brands, by the way, if you all didn't know, it's YSL Beauty, I like Armani Beauty, and then I like Dior. Those are my three when it comes to luxury makeup brands, from as far as from, like, you know, purse houses, or like they make other things besides just makeup. So next I have this Dior Skin Illuminating Powder Duo. This should be number, what is it, 6? Yeah, this is number 6. Look at the inside of this. Like, this shade down here I like to use as a bronzer topper. So if I have on like a cream bronzer, sometimes I'll put this on top, or if I feel like the bronzer is too light, like if I've used Westman and Sullivan and I feel like it doesn't show up at all, I'll use like this to kind of top off and give me like that shimmery bronzer effect. And then of course this is just a simple gold highlighter, so I really like it mainly for this shade right here. But I mean, the gold highlighter in here is nice, and the formula is actually nice, so it's something I actually like from Tom Ford. I know, right? Shocking, because I'm usually saying he's always overpriced. With this thing, I feel like it is somewhat overpriced, but it's like an overpriced thing that I'm willing to tolerate from Tom Ford, for lack of better reasoning behind it. Okay, so the rest of them are going to be from Natasha Denona, and I have a couple of Dior ones that, of course, you know you have not seen yet, but I feel like you shouldn't be surprised because I already gave you a hint that I was obsessed with Dior. So I have I Need a Nude here. This is the one that came out during holiday. I've used a little bit, not a whole lot, but I really like the formula on this. I think it's a nice color. I like to mix it in with a couple of the other ones you're going to see, but it was one of my favorite things that she did in the collection. And I found out that there's a full-size Zendo coming out, or a mini Zendo coming out, and yes, I did already order it, so it will be coming. It reminds me a lot though of that Tan Lines and Good Vibes palette that I just reviewed from LA Girl, so we will be comparing those toward the end of that video. Random side note, but this is a really nice highlighter. I think they still have it for sale. I'm not sure, don't quote me, you might want to check on Sephora. But the formula of it's really nice, and I really like the formula of Natasha's highlighters. I think she does a great job when it comes to highlighters. The next one I have is the Natasha Denona Super Glow. So I have the bronze number 3 shade. It's a gorgeous yellowy gold highlighter. It's kind of like Trophy Wife, but it doesn't have like the huge glitter shimmer particles. It has the same coloring behind it. It just doesn't have the huge particles of glitter. So it's like a softer version of that with the same impactful color, just not all the glitter. So if you like Trophy Wife but you didn't like all the glitter, I feel like you would like this highlighter because it blends to the skin really nicely. It still gives that same color that you were looking for. It's just not as glittery and overpowering as Trophy Wife. And the formula on our Natasha's highlighters are beautiful, like I just said. It's kind of like a gelée baked formula for the I Need a Nude one, but with these I feel like it's just a more silky smooth formula. And the last one I have is an original Natasha Denona Glow. This is the shade medium, and it is quite dark for medium. Look at that for medium, honey. So it's like, imagine what the dark looks like if this is a medium. She killed it with this right here. She definitely killed it, and I am quite impressed. And quite impressed with this formula. So that's why this is number 3. Look at that chocolatey goodness. And this is supposed to be the medium shade. Like, I was just blown away when I found out this was the medium shade. And of course I saw Auntie Jackie talking about this, which is the only reason I got it to begin with, because I was like, this is the medium shade? Hold up, wait, what? Honey, I was done. But yeah, this is number 3 for me. Number 2, are we really surprised? It's another Dior highlighter. So this is Pure Gold, number 3 from the holiday collection they came out with. I'm sorry, I have to hold my hand underneath every one of them to make sure the pan doesn't fall out, because every single one of them has one that's loose in the pan. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna need Dior to fix that, because these are like, I think like $50 or something. So I need pans not to be falling out when I'm paying you $50. I'm sorry, it don't need to be happening. Anyway, this is what it looks like on the inside. I think it's nice. It's just, again, we know I don't use gold. It's the one I use the most. is this one right here and this one right here. And I think this is the pan that's trying to fall out. This one and this one are really nice when I want a more light highlighted effect. But in the summertime, I'm definitely going to be reaching for those two. And then in the fall and winter, I usually do more of those two because I am a little bit lighter. But yeah. The formula on these is beautiful, which is why I own every single one they have. So I feel like you should not be surprised that number one, of course, is the Copper Gold number 5. This is the best one, in my opinion, that they have. I feel like they did a great job for people with darker skin tones, and I am so happy that they hooked us up. But yeah, so this is an amazing highlighter palette. So those are all the highlighters I like. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.